Well, friends, today we will have a small video on interview tips for success. And this video is created especially for the freshers who are applying an interview and appearing in an interview for the very first time, or at least for the very first job. So, what is important? The first point is that you have to research the company because basic information of the company, like their vision and mission, the key personnels involved in developing that company, like promoters, and if they have some recent a big achievement, might be some award or something big that you must know, because that shows your interest in the company, that shows your sincerity. So whenever you are appearing for an interview, most importantly, you have to study the company for which you are appearing in the interview. Next point is what will be your role in the company? That also should be clear to you. And because there are a lot of questions on this, where we say that analyze your job description. I mean, your strengths and your weaknesses must match with the job description. So, if you're not clear about job description, you definitely will not be able to answer a number of the questions in an interview. So, studying job description is very important. What company expects from you is really, really important. Third thing, which is very important, especially for the freshers, that brush up the basics. Suppose you are appearing for interview in a company for a job in computer science or in management or in electrical, electronics, nursing, pharmacy, medical, whatever it is. They definitely will ask certain questions on the basics of that very subject. Reason being, I mean, that shows that your basics are clear or not. Primarily, the company wish to understand that you are trainable or not. If your basics are not clear, definitely it will be very, very difficult for the company to train you. So brush up your subject fundamentals. If you will not do this, especially for your the first jobs, I mean, it will be very, very difficult to qualify in it. Then prepare for the test. For most good companies, now the first step of selection is a test, which is normally on aptitude type of test. Multiple choice questions are there, and certain questions on the subject specific. So you have to prepare yourself for the test. It should not be like something surprising that you was not expecting and it has happened. So tests are normal, written tests are the normal part of the selection procedure. Then most importantly, I mean, we have certain videos on the routine questions, some of the potential interview questions. There are certain questions which are like, paper is out. Like the interviewer will ask, tell me about yourself. That is a fundamental question. Describe who are you, why we should select you, what are your future plans, where you see yourself in 5 years, why do you want this job. These are the certain questions which definitely will be asked. So prepare these questions thoroughly because interviewer wish to understand you. The objective of such question is to find whether you are suitable for the job or not. So if you have an idea of the company, if you have an idea of the job description, then you can relate answer of these questions with the job description and the company. So prepare well for these questions, then be punctual. Sometimes interviews start late. But I mean, you have to be there on time, rather at least 10 minutes before, because you may be the first candidate to appear for interview. At least you have time to have little relaxation, fresh up yourself, and appear in interview in a rather in a little relaxed mode. It should not be a hurry. There might be heavy traffic, so start little early from your place of living to the interview place and reach on time. Punctuality is very, very important. Be attentive. Attentive not only in the interview chamber, but attentiveness is required even when you are filling some form, when you are filling your attendance or something like that. So attention is very much required. You should be focused on interview, because if you are there physically for interview and your mind is somewhere else, even if you have good communication skill, you will fail to deliver what is expected at the time of interview. So be attentive is important. Speak clearly. I mean, that is very important. You speak right, but you speak in such a tone that is not being understood by the interviewer. So there's no use of telling right if you can't make it clear. So speak in a calm and clear manner. It should be absolutely clear and calm. There should not be any hurry. There should not be any wrong, pronunciation of the word. Avoid, mumbling or something like that. It shows your nervousness. So be natural, be original, be calm, and have a clear communication. Speak very, very clearly. Maintaining good body language, that has a lot of impact. So, I mean, 30% of employers figure out within the first 90 seconds of an interview whether they will hire you or not. So, I mean, the body language is very, very important. It must be cool. It must show your confidence. It should not be aggressive. I mean, it should be cool. It should not be aggressive, but at the same time, it should not be submissive. So understand, I mean, practice it. Talk to the experts and practice it that your body language remains normal and you should look professional. It includes your dressing. It includes the way you enter the room. It includes the way you sit on the chair. It includes movement of your fingers, hand, everything it includes. So be very, very careful about your body language. Then, I mean, they sometimes ask certain questions which are on the information which are given in your resume, but you fail to reply, or you fail to correctly reply, or you don't know even that something is given in your resume. So rehearse explaining your resume. Sometimes, a question is asked that tell us something which is not given in your resume. What is important? This may happen. It may be some of your strengths, some of your weaknesses, some of your future plans which are not given in the resume, but interviewer would like to know. And sometimes you answer the things which are already given in the resume. That has a really bad impact. So rehearsing and understanding your resume is as important as understanding the company and your role in the company. So rehearse explaining your resume very, very clearly. Then, you should, once you enter the company premises, you should be in interview mode for two reasons. One, you may be observed through CCTV cameras, and that is there in all the corporates. Second, you don't know who has a say or who has something to add or delete in the process of your selection. They might be the guard at the gate, they might be the person sitting at the reception, they might be the personal assistant of the boss or something like that. So you have to be in interview mode, be polite, be professional, be disciplined. I mean, feel yourself as you are giving interview once you enter in the premises of the company till you come out. So be very, very careful about this thing, that it is not only the interview chamber where you should be in interview mode, but it is the premises of the company where you should be in the interview mode. Then customize your answer. Suppose, I mean, sometime what happens that we interview 20 candidates from a college or from a institute, and they all have same answer for certain question. Reason being, they are all being taught how to appear in an interview and how to answer in an interview in the same classroom by the same faculty or by the same expert. So they all have an answer which is, we call it a standard answer. That doesn't leave a good impact on the interviewer. You must have certain standard answer. That was true, but you must customize those answers suiting to your personality, suiting to your, information which is there in the in your profile and your CV. So customize those standard answer. It should not be like copy and paste. And give attention and mention your strength, which is very, very important. And your strength should match with the requirement of the job. Sometimes the question may be on your weaknesses also. So once the question is on your weakness, so identify your weaknesses which are not having any negative impact on your job. Suppose you are giving interview for a pharmacist, and you say that my negative quality is that I could not address a group. That is okay. But if you are appearing for some marketing job and you say my weakness is that I cannot address a group or I'm not interested in talking to the people, then it is a real weakness. So you must understand your strengths and your weaknesses and customize the answer for two things. One, originality, what you are. Second, it must suit to the position for which you are appearing in the interview. Then define your career goals, which is very important. Sometimes they ask where you would like to see yourself after 5 years. You must have clarity in mind. For answering these questions, discuss with your teachers, discuss with the expert that what career goal, I mean, you have your career goal and how to put it in the word. And if some correction is required, then ask the experts that what should be your career goal. Follow the interviewer's lead. Interviewer's lead means everybody would like to see you moving as per their requirement. So you must understand the interviewer, including the way they talk, including the type of questions which they are putting, everything, and move in the direction where the interviewer wish to take. Sometimes we understand that what interviewer wants, but we are not prepared for that, and we try to avoid that lead. That gives a negative mark. Follow the interviewer's lead. Otherwise, we will not be able to satisfy the interviewer. Ask the right questions. Sometimes you may be asked to have some questions. So you can have certain questions on a company's future, or what is the way to progress in the company. Something like that you can answer. There's no problem. But if you do not have a genuine query, then you may prefer not to ask any question. You may say thank you so much. So not necessarily that you have a question. Stay motivated. Sometimes what happens that in the first few questions you fail to answer, and you start losing your zeal, enthusiasm, confidence, everything. Oil comes out on your face. सब कुछ गड़बड़ जैसा लगने लगता है. But even under such situations, you must remain motivated. You must remain confident, because sometimes they would like to see you that how you work in case of a difficult situation. So stay motivated, remain confident. Might be 10 crores of the questions, but you may not know those 10 questions which are asked in the interview. So, but stay motivated. And at the last, show gratitude. Positive attitude, polite behavior is what is really important for an interview. As in the very start, I have said that body language plays a very great role. So no matter how your interview goes, always take a moment to thank the interviewers for their time and consideration, because they know what they have asked. They know whether they have asked simple questions, they have asked difficult questions, or they have asked very difficult questions. So they are better judge of yours. So remain positive. And in the last, good luck is equally important as your hard work and your knowledge base. Good luck is also important. So always take blessings of your teachers, parents, and other elders. One more thing which you must understand, that God helps those who help themselves. So this is the key line. Thank you so much. I wish you a very good performance at the interview. Thank you so much. Keep visiting our website www.stedu.in for such interesting and knowledgeable videos. Thank you so much.